The best among you are those who have the best manners and character. The strong man is not the one who is strong in wrestling, but the one who controls himself in anger. The best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it. The most beloved food to Allah is that which is shared among many. The most beloved places to Allah are the mosques, and the most hated places to Allah are the marketplaces. The most beloved deeds to Allah are those that are most consistent, even if they are small. The most perfect believer in faith is the one whose character is finest and who is kindest to his wife. The one who looks after a widow or a poor person is like a mujahid warrior who fights for Allah's cause. When a man dies, his deeds come to an end, except for three things: continuous charity, knowledge which is beneficial, or a virtuous descendant who prays for him. Whoever is kind, Allah will be kind to him. Therefore, be kind to man on earth. He who is in heaven will show mercy on you. You do not do evil to those who do evil to you, but you deal with them with forgiveness and kindness. A true believer does not taunt, curse, abuse, or speak indecently. Allah does not look at your appearance or your wealth, but looks at your hearts and deeds. Make things easy for people, and do not make them difficult. Cheer people up, and do not drive them away. The best of houses is the house where an orphan receives love and kindness. The believer does not slander, curse, or speak in an obscene or foul manner. You will not enter paradise until you believe, and you will not believe until you love one another. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. The best among you are those who bring the greatest benefit to others. The best prayer after the obligatory prayers is the prayer at night. The best of all deeds is the observance of prayer at its proper time. The best of your leaders are those you love and who love you, and you pray for them, and they pray for you. The best friend in the sight of Allah is the one who is best to his friend. The best earnings are those earned by a man's own hands. Allah shows mercy to those who are merciful. Show mercy to those on earth, and the one above the heavens will show mercy to you. None of you will have faith until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. Beware of envy, for it consumes good deeds like fire consumes wood. The best of you are those who are best to their families, and I am the best among you to my family. Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak good or remain silent. The rights of one Muslim over another Muslim are 6. When you meet him, greet him with peace. When he invites you, accept his invitation. When he seeks your advice, give him sincere advice. When he sneezes and praises Allah, supplicate for mercy upon him. When he is sick, visit him, and when he dies, follow his funeral. The signs of a hypocrite are 3. When he speaks, he lies. When he makes a promise, he breaks it. And when he is entrusted with something, he betrays that trust. The deeds most loved by Allah are those done regularly, even if they are small. Faith has over 70 branches, the most excellent of which is the declaration that there is no deity but Allah, and the humblest of which is the removal of what is injurious from the road. Every Muslim has to give in charity. The people asked, "O Allah's Prophet, if someone has nothing to give, what will he do?" He said, he should work with his hands, benefit himself, and also give in charity from what he earns. Riches do not mean having a great amount of property, but riches are self-contentment. I have left 2 matters with you. As long as you adhere to them, you will never be misguided: the Book of Allah and the Sunnah of His Prophet. The just will be seated upon pulpits of light, those who are fair with regard to their judgment, their family, and those who are under them. Whoever helps his brother in his time of need, Allah will be there in his time of need. The strong man is not the one who can overpower others. Rather, the strong man is the one who controls himself when he is angry. The generous one is near Allah, near paradise, near people, and far from hell. But the ignorant one who is generous is dearer to Allah than a worshipper who is miserly. Do you know what is backbiting? They said, Allah and His Messenger know best. He said, it is to mention your brother, in a manner that he dislikes. Charity does not decrease wealth. No one forgives another except that Allah increases his honor, and no one humbles himself for the sake of Allah except that Allah raises his status. Between a man and shirk and kufr stands his giving up prayer. Every son of Adam sins, and the best of those who sin are those who repent. Nothing is heavier on the believer's scale on the day of judgment than good character. Do not envy one another, do not hate one another, do not turn away from one another, but be, O servants of Allah, brothers. There are three qualities. Whosoever has them may taste the sweetness of faith. To love Allah and His Messenger more than anyone else, to love a person for no other reason except for Allah, and to hate to return to disbelief, just as one would hate to be thrown into the fire. Verily, Allah does not look at your appearance or wealth, but rather He looks at your hearts and actions. Every religion has its characteristic, and the characteristic of Islam is modesty. Truthfulness leads to righteousness, and righteousness leads to paradise, and a man keeps on telling the truth until he becomes a truthful person. The best earnings are the earnings of a man by his own hands, and every permissible transaction. I and the person who looks after an orphan and provides for him will be in paradise like this, putting his index and middle fingers together. Verily, your Lord is generous and shy. If his servant raises his hands to him, he becomes shy to return them empty. I guarantee a house in paradise for the one who gives up arguing, even if he is right. If you trust in Allah as He should be trusted, He will provide for you as He provides for the birds. They go out in the morning hungry and return full. The pleasure of Allah lies in the pleasure of the Father, and the displeasure of Allah lies in the displeasure of the Father. No Muslim supplicates for his brother behind his back, except that the angel says, "And for you the same." While a man was walking on the road, he saw a branch of a tree lying on the road and removed it. Allah thanked him for that deed and forgave him. A Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. He does not oppress him, nor does he fail him, nor does he lie to him, nor does he hold him in contempt. The first deed for which a person will be brought to account on the day of resurrection will be his prayer. If it is sound, then the rest of his deeds will be sound, and if it is bad, then the rest of his deeds will be bad. When a Muslim visits his sick Muslim brother, he is harvesting the fruits of paradise until he returns. A man utters a word pleasing to Allah without considering it of any significance, for which Allah exalts his ranks in paradise. Do not belittle any good deed, even meeting your brother with a cheerful face. The just will be seated upon pulpits of light, those who are fair with regard to their judgment, their family, and those who are under them. Beware of suspicion, for suspicion is the worst of false tales. Do not look for the faults of others, do not spy, and do not be jealous of one another. If a Muslim plants a tree or sows seeds, and then a bird, a person, or an animal eats from it, it is regarded as a charitable gift for him. Kindness is not found in anything except that it adds to its beauty, and it is not withdrawn from anything except that it makes it defective. If you rely upon Allah with the reliance He is due, you would be given provision like the birds. They go out hungry in the morning and return with full bellies in the evening. Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak what is good or keep silent. The merciful are shown mercy by the merciful. Be merciful on the earth, and you will be shown mercy from above.